Second intermission, 32 Thoughts is always presented by GMC and the new Sierra AT4X. Jeff Marek, among the many great interviews this week on the radio. Sam Gagne for 1,000 games, Jeff. That was special. And Dennis Williams, he was nice to the referees at the World Juniors. He said, because I had no voice for half the tournament run. So welcome to the club, Elliotte, Friedman. We're going to reset the trade deadline, some big names.
All right, you want to just take a look at the overall list, Jeff, first?
Okay, so we put together, so we're going to, as Ron mentioned, reset the sort of list here. Here we are in the new year, eyes on the trade deadline, March 3rd, and possible trade targets we're going to be looking at in the next few weeks, Elliotte. We've talked a lot about some of these players, starting with Bo Horvat of Vancouver.
Look, I don't think there's anything imminent here. I think the Canucks will go back to Horvat one more time to see if they can make a deal. I think it's extremely unlikely. As we've mentioned before, they don't want to go more than what they did with JT Miller, so I think it's unlikely that happens. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of interest. One team, guys, I've wondered about potentially getting into this is one of the teams in our early games that's taken big steps this year, the Seattle Kraken.
A lot of people have talked about Colorado with Bo Horvat. We'll see what happens there. Just a quick note, and this one's for you, Kevin BX. I know you love your Chikrin updates. He's on our list, Arizona. The one thing that's pretty obvious now to everybody, and Elliotte, they are in no hurry to do a deal. They're looking for three big pieces. Essentially, they're looking for a young prospect. They're looking for a first-round pick. Plus, maybe that's another first-rounder or an equivalent thereof. But again, Arizona is in no hurry to do this one. Elliotte, that gets us to Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews.
Well, in Chicago, we knew that once the calendar flipped, at some point in time, Kane and Toews would sit down and they would let them know the Blackhawks of their intentions. As far as I can tell, that has not occurred yet. They haven't nailed down what they're considering doing. Now, there has been now one hiccup here, and that is that Kane was injured this week and missed a game. The hope is he's going to play tomorrow against the Calgary Flames. There are some rumblings that he may need something, that he may have something that might need to be cleaned up at some time. But again, the hope is that he's going to be able to play through it.
All right, hang in there. Left defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers.
Look, I know the Oilers fans, they talk about this a lot, like how soon is this going to happen? I don't think there's anything imminent here. I think the Oilers are looking around the league to see what could be available to them. I think one of the things they have told other teams they want to do is they want to give Broberg a chance to play for a little while. They don't want it to be just a 1, 2, or 3 game thing. I think they really want to give him a bit of a run and see what they've got before they make any permanent decisions on the future of the left side of their D.
Earlier tonight, talking about Morgan Barron scoring the empty net goal for Winnipeg in a big victory against Tampa. He won their skills competition, fastest skater. Let's look ahead. You've been discussing it on the podcast. Some of the things we can look forward to at All-Star.
All-Star, February 3rd and 4th in Sunrise, Florida. And right now the fan voting is underway. I'm stumping for Ryan Pulock. Get him in the hardest shot. That would be glorious. These are some of the things that the National Hockey League and the Players Association are negotiating right now for some of the skills competitions. One, there's this idea, Steve Mayer of the NHL talked to us in Boston about this as well at Fenway, the idea of a dunk tank on the beach. And the way this would work for the skills, a couple of different concepts are bouncing around. One of them would have 2 dunk tanks beside each other, a number of targets, 2-player teams. You hit all your targets, the other player gets dunked, and vice versa. We'll see where that one goes.
I'm so for this.
I love the idea.
I so badly want to see this.
I'm not so sure that a lot of the players will go for it. I think some of them will. We'll see also, and many of you watching and hearing this one will say, oh, this is Happy Gilmore all over again. There will be some type of hybrid golf hockey event as well. And listen, we've talked on the podcast, Ron and Elliotte, a number of different times about this idea of doing some type of competition with alligators and shooting frozen meat pucks, or as someone in the NHL told me, they're called burgers, Jeff. Shooting frozen burgers at alligators. We'll see where this one goes. The NHL is being very hush-hush on this one. I'm not sure. Ron, you want to take the obvious one? Alligators.
Yeah, no, it's a crock. You want me to say that? I think Wayne Gretzky, Dustin Johnson, I can't wait for them to jointly enter that competition. Okay, we're only about 60 seconds,
okay,
so
we'll go
really
quick.
neat top 10 on value.
Okay, yeah, so we're all looking for value contracts. GM's looking for value contracts. Who is providing value? This is always interesting to do a couple of times a year. This is the top 10 put together by Steve Fellon of Sportsnet Stats. So this is points earned per dollar spent. And Tage Thompson comes in at number 1 of the Buffalo Sabres. Don't forget, he's still on his old contract, so $1.4 million there. His new deal kicks in next season. Bunting, Velarde, all the way down to Zach Parise, who's on the league minimum, $750. You'll see Daniel Sprong in there. He scored a goal tonight for Seattle. Zach Parise is trending towards 20 goals. Circling back to Bunting, Ron checked with his agent Paul Capizano tonight. Still no discussion between him and the Maple Leafs on a contract extension. He's a free agent.
Shane Wright going to be traded?
He will, absolutely. The Kingston Frontenacs will be moving him. He was fielding offers all day long. It's his decision where he wants to go. The strong speculation is, again, the London Knights.
Olin Zellweger?
That's a big one, and this may be a big trade. He plays for the Everett Silvertips of the Western Hockey League. Speculation is he could end up in Kamloops, and I'm hearing all kinds of wild prices as well, Ron. Maybe as high as 4 first-rounders plus. This one could be this one could be a big one.
Again, a huge congratulations to Dennis Williams and Team Canada.
Yes.
He's in Everett working on trade deadline 3 days away.